Hi, students. I've had a couple of questions about the preceptor packet, so I thought I would go over it real quick so you kind of know what to expect. Let me see if I can share my screen, and we will show the packet. So the packet is located under preceptor rotation assignment upload. Many of the preceptors have received these packets. So many of them have them. Some of them have precepted for us before, so they kind of know what to expect. Sometimes these packets don't print out well. I don't know why. I think it depends on the printer. I don't know why. It's really weird. I got some weird ones last semester that were all, it's tough. But anyway, you've got your packet here. Telling you the do's and the don'ts, basically. The preceptor should have this packet, or needs to be given this packet, because it has all the policies. But also within this packet are a couple of things that you need to do. Okay, this tells you what you can and cannot do. This is basically copied from the clinical portion of the handbook. We have what's called a contract with preceptors, and it basically states that they're responsible, that they will follow these guidelines, all that sort of thing. Okay, so the preceptor communication log, do not worry about. That's mine. I will use this to communicate when I contact preceptors to see how you're doing. The preceptor evaluation. Now there's a spot on Moodle where it says to upload that. You don't necessarily have to upload it. You just need to basically turn it in to me, because it's going to be signed by your preceptor when you're completed. As you get on your last day, all these are pretty much broken down like a DCE. So what your preceptor needs to do, they don't necessarily need to score you, but they need to have some comments, okay? If they score you, that's fine. But they need to have some kind of comments here. Got to have some comments, okay? So they should be filling in comments as to how you met those certain objectives. Once they're done, they can sign it and date it, and then this will get sent back to me. And then I will look over it, put my comments, make sure that you put your own comments, I will kind of ask you, how did everything go, kind of thing. And then I will put my own comments. You will put your comments actually before I get the packet back. And then I will sign off on it and give you a final grade. Okay. The rationales. So this will be done at the end. The rationales should be done. We used to like to have them done before you started your rotation. But we find that sometimes when objectives are made, they don't go with the area that you're going to work in. Like maybe you won't see TPN or something like that. So the first day of your preceptor rotation, you need to write out some learning objectives. There's some sample learning objectives on Moodle. I would follow that to a T. They're perfect the way they are, but make it fit your area and what you want your objectives to be. You will fill these out, just the objective line. And then once you do that, I need you to send these to me through email, just so I can see them and make sure that they're good to go, and then I'll send them right back to you. Do not fill out the rationale or the met or not met until your rotation is complete. Once it is complete, then you will, you can go in and type these or what have you, but you will put, was the objective met or not met, yes or no, and then you're going to put the rationale, okay, as to why it was met or not met or what have you. Don't just be 1 or 2 words, okay? You need to follow the sample learning objectives and you should be fine, okay? And then that is one that will be turned into me, as well as this at the end. But these do need to be done first day for sure. And I need to approve what they look like. So just send them to me. Take a picture just so I can see them real quick. You can text them to me and I'll say, yep, you're fine. And then we can move on, okay? This lead faculty eval, not yours. Do not worry about it. That's mine. I will take care of it, okay? Starting with page 20. So page 20, page 22, and page 24. So 20, 22, 24. This is basically the contract, okay, 20, 22, and 24. So they're separated by 1 page. These are the ones that need to be filled out and completed and signed off by a preceptor. I will sign off on it, period of the preceptorship. If you don't want to fill that out, you don't have to. And then a nurse manager needs to sign off on it. So that preceptor's nurse manager. And then date it. And then this needs to be sent back to me as soon as possible. Preferably before you start. Preferably before you start. So when you go make your work schedule with them, that's the best time to get this filled out, okay? To get this page, and 20 completed, okay? We've got to have that information. Now, if I'm going to Duncan next week, if I pick up any packets that belong to your preceptors, I will let you know that I picked up those 3 papers, okay? It'll only be those 3 that I need, like, immediately. This one, the rationales, and the final evaluation, which you don't have to upload this. You will just turn it into me along with this. These are due at the end, but like I said before, I need to see your sample learning objectives, preferably after that very first day. Okay, told you you don't need that, that's mine. The work schedule, when you go in and you make a schedule with the preceptor, put the dates that you're going to work. Most likely it's going to be day shift or, you know, whatever shift you have. You don't have to put the times until you actually work it. So just put the dates and have the preceptor sign if they agree with that. And then I need to see this. So when you scan me, before you start your rotation, I need you to scan me the days that you're going to work, because I keep a log of the dates that you're working. Okay, that way I know if I need to find you, if I want to talk to the preceptor, that you're working with the preceptor that day. So I need to see these dates ASAP, okay, as soon as you have that list ready to go. The rationales you can do after the first day. Unless you already know what your rationales are going to be and you're pretty positive they're going to be that way, you can turn this in along with the timesheet, because all I'm going to do is look at it, okay it, and then send it straight back to you, okay? So, again, this is mine. The communication log is mine. Communication log is for me, and the faculty evaluation is for me. Do not mess with those, okay? You don't need them. What I need from you before the preceptor starts is I need you to get a time log, agree with the dates that you're working. You do not have to fill in the time. I need it signed by that preceptor that they agree to that. I need that. and I need that sent to me, along with, unless I already have it, which I will inform you if I do, page 20, 22, and 24 need to be completed. You do have to have a nurse manager signature, okay? If I do get to talk to that preceptor, I will inform you. If not, most likely I will be calling them to make sure that they understand the packet, okay? But I know some of you are anxious to get started and have already contacted me. I have not. I have just been in the office the past couple of days trying to get the class ready. So I have not seen or talked to a preceptor at all. So we're trying to get, you know, through this as quick as we can. Technically, you should not be starting until the 22nd. Officially, because that's when clinical officially starts. But this says the 15th. You can, you know, get all your paperwork together and all that, so we have it. So 20, 22, and 24, I definitely need. 23, I need just the shifts you're working, the dates, and then the agreed upon schedule. That way I can put it down. Then when you are done, when you are completed, you will turn in the completed learning objectives with rationale and met or not met. You should have already done the list of objectives. You will do the rationales and met or not met. What is the rationale for that objective? What is the rationale for that objective? Did I meet it? And it tells you exactly how to do that. Okay, and there's sample learning objectives. You will have the preceptor fill out comments in each area for the program outcomes. They can score it or they cannot score it. It's not a big deal. Some of them do score it based on how you performed. Then you need to put in your own comments. Please make sure they sign it. We've had students turn this stuff in without being signed. You need to scan all this back, all this to me, the evaluation. There's a place to upload this, but you don't need to upload it. The evaluation, the objectives, and then the final signed off time log with all hours complete. That should be scanned to me. Now, with that said, you need to keep your originals of everything because we will need the originals. I need you, when you have completed it, to turn the final full packet into one of the campuses, okay? Preferably, I would like for you to send me an email that you're going to do that. That way I know. And then tell me you're dropping it off at Elk City, or I'm dropping it off at Altus, or I'm coming to Lawton to drop it off. Okay, but we need the originals, okay? So you need to keep those in there. Now, if you want to get really fancy and mail it, that's fine, but you know, when we're coming for HESIs, of course, the HESI, first HESI is not till April, well, March. But we'll be done before then. So the first HESI is March 26th. You could probably bring the originals then to each campus. That'll work, as long as you have scanned and sent me copies of them, if that makes sense, okay? I hope that helps some. Don't make this harder than it is, because it's really not. But if you have any questions, get back with me, email me, or you can call me. Hope y'all have a good day.